I'm in El Dorado County right now with the latest out there. Mike?
Donna, firefighters have stopped this fire's advance at 15 acres, but this is still a very active scene. If you take a look behind me, you can see quite a few engines that were used for structure protection. Back there is where the fire burned the hottest after the controlled burn went seriously wrong. There was little firefighters could do to keep the fast-moving flames from engulfing what would be the only home to go up in smoke.
It's pretty freaky. I mean, it's scary to see that, you know, one of your neighbors that house is completely gone.
Choppers circled overhead, dropping loads of water in advance of the flames. Firefighters on the ground worked to save other homes in the fire's path.
Spread was rather quick for this time of year. It is only the middle of April, and so it did catch us off guard.
Investigators say, ironically, at least one homeowner was trying to burn debris that had been cleared in preparation for this fire season.
However, those did escape from that area, and so it went into some pretty thick fuels that caused some problems for us to go ahead and mitigate the fire.
Approximately 2 hours after the control burn escaped, firefighters had made significant progress and saved more than half a dozen homes.
Just raced up the hill to see what we could do, yeah, because we didn't know, because we have had 2 other fires in the past 10 years on our own road here, so we were a little scared.
A frightening day for residents who now worry this is the start of what could be another punishing fire season.
All it takes is a little bit of a wind change and yours can go too.
Why chew on this when you could be at the center of a chocolate spa treatment right in the heart of downtown Sacramento? For the better part of a week, Sammy and her mom were here in her room as Sammy lay face down on the bed and Marcia drained about a cup of fluid from the wound every day.
Maria had been working for 9 hours in triple-digit weather when she collapsed working in these vineyards. Her body temperature was 108 degrees when they finally took her to the hospital 2 hours later.
Maybe you do it once a week, maybe twice. If your commute is an hour or two, maybe 3 times. However often you fill up, you're now paying an average of $3.20 per gallon. Many say they're going to cut back.
When gas prices start going up, you just say, well, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, and I'm just going to kind of conserve. So you just cut back on different things and you got to go with the flow.
Well, this was half a tank and it was $35.37. In fact, I'm thinking about parking my car and just walking everywhere. And I live in a neighborhood where that's possible.
Folks do appear to be willing to drive around when it comes to getting a good bargain in their neighborhood. For example, at this Arco, every pump station is being used. While across the street at the 76, where gas is 25 cents more a gallon, business is sluggish. During the morning commute, the Arco, with a price of $3.19 for unleaded, right at the Sacramento average, was bustling. Even the pumps needed a fill-up. Across town, at a Fair Oaks full-service pump, premium gas is clocking in at nearly $4, and station attendants say folks who usually want service like a window wash and an oil check with their fill-up might be looking elsewhere.
We have a lot of competition around here, and we are a little bit higher than normal. So, you know, we have customers who've been coming here for 15 years, but, you know, they're in the same situation where they have to save a little bit of money.
It takes the use of just about every muscle in the body.
There's not a whole lot of sports where you throw yourself 18, 20 feet in the air.
With a little bit of physics and a whole lot of training, these technical gravity-defying moves can be accomplished.
There's definitely a point of kind of weightlessness, and you're kind of clearing the bar, and then you have a big drop down.
Pole vaulting. It's a highly competitive sport, one of 4 jumping events in track and field.
There's definitely more fear in this event than I think anything else in our sport.
So what does it take to be a pole vaulter? We're lucky enough to have the best of the best in California show us what it's all about.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm Brian. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to show you some things about pole vaulting. We're actually going to take you through a warm-up, and then the progression where we actually get a chance to jump over some bars. That's it. That's perfect.
And after working up a sweat, it's time to hit the runway.
I'm not going to be jumping that high though, right?
For professional athletes, there's a start mark, a mid-mark, and a takeoff mark. It's different from person to person, so lines are drawn with chalk. But before you use any marks at all, you have to learn the basics.
Grab the pole, point like this. You're just going to be sliding, so we're going to run with the pole like this. We also have to work on doing a pole drop and having the pole in the right position at the right time. That was great.
They set the bar high for a first lesson, constantly lifting the beginner bungee, setting the starting point further back, and raising the grip, which controls how high you swing. Everything is measured in metric, and every fraction of an inch counts.
Every inch is, can seem like a mile.
Don't let anyone tell you it's not a challenge.
That was your best run by far.
I don't think I'll be going for the gold anytime soon, but these guys will. Hoping to get to the Olympics in 2008. It's the mental challenge of conquering fear that makes pole vaulting such a fascinating sport, keeping the pros pushing for new records in hopes of continuing to raise the bar.
And the flying and the G-force that you feel when you flip your body upside down and put your feet skyward and just launch yourself as high as you can.
Louisa Hodge, Fox 40 News.